Good morning. I got my coffee and I am back with the separation. You already know. Do There you have it. So, before we talked about pennies from different years. So I have before 1959, the 1960s, the 1970s, the 1980s, the 1990s, the 2000s, 2010, 2011 to the present. Smurf, wa alaikum assalam, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure like, comment, and share this video. Okay, so these are some of the pennies we were talking about for separating. And of course, I have a big bucket. Some of these pennies are really, really old. So I am going to start separating these pennies and putting them into the jar so we can find the one that is worth the money, the big coins. In episode 1, we talked about the fact that some of these pennies are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the people just disregard it, not knowing. So let's take a look. I have my magnifying glass here, so I'm just gonna move these over. Remember before I talked about the colors, the darker pennies, so we'll take a couple dark ones, which probably going to be in like not even the 2000s, but maybe like the 1970s and before. The lighter pennies probably are recent, so I'm just going to take some of the darker looking ones. So there you have it. You see we have a couple that is in the 1980s, the 1970s. I can't believe this is a 1998 right here. It's a 1998, and that penny, you can see the date on there. It's a 1998, and it's pretty dark. We got 1982, two 1980s, a 1976, a 1972. So what I'll do is I have the 1998 right here. I'll put that in the 1990s. Okay. These are all 1980s. I couldn't really see this one because it had something on there. So, oh, wow. Okay, you guys, we got something before 1960, and that is a 1958D. That is the Denver Mint when you see the letters on there. I'm trying to put this one in the camera. That is a 1959. That's from the Denver Mint. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the 1959 right there, okay? These are all 1980s. So I'm going to drop those right in there. Because we back in the separation process. These are 1970s. You can see those pretty clear. 1972 and the 1976. So we definitely gonna like get in on these coins and the different values of some of these coins. which is great. Okay. I mean, I turned my camera around. Now, I actually was looking at this right here. There is a 1973, but it's stuck to a 2013 penny. So I'm going to set that to the side. And I'll go through here and do more separating. I didn't see any wheat coins. Okay, we got a 1966. It has no mint mark. It's a 1966. Look at that penny. What is going on? This is a 1982. So I'm going to go ahead and separate that. We have a 1989. It's a 1964. Of course, like I said, no mint mark. 1964. 1974. 1978. So remember, we talked about like people don't understand the value of their coins. They just let them go. Especially the pennies. They overlook the change that's in their pocket all the time. So this is like a new sort of hobby for me. That is a 1984. So of course we know that is the Denver Mint. It's 3 mints in the United States. Okay. So we have that here. This is a 1982 penny. And this penny right here is clean, especially to be a 1982. So, like I said before, some of you want to stop overlooking the change in your pocket. You never know what you're going to come across that is worth more than the actual penny. So we're going to be coin roll hunting. This is clean. That is a 1992, no mint mark. We have a 1983, no mint mark. Here's another one in the 80s. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is a 1987. So the 80s is like really filling up over here. The 1960s and the 1970s have a lot of pennies in there so far. Okay, that is the 1960s. 1970s is a lot in there so far. And all these pennies, like, pennies are heavy. A lot of them. They are heavy. a 1988. So just in the separation process, because once you start looking for the coin that's actually worth the big bucks, you want to make sure that you already have everything separated. Because as long as it's separated, then you can say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and go to the jar with the 2000s, to the 2000 and from 2000 to 2010, and because the coin that I'm looking for is actually there, it's just easier. That's a 2004. It's just easier if the coins are separated already. So 1999, we have 1984. So it's like if you go ahead and you separate these coins and you put them in a proper jar, then you can go ahead and say, okay, this specific coin I'm looking for is before 1959. So you have that jar. We have a 1996. That's pretty clean. So it's like this separation thing is just like, you just really got to get it done. And then with some of the things that I research, I'll start going through that right there. Okay, what we have here, this is a 2002. That's shiny. Y'all see that? That's a 2001. That was like that penny I found. I couldn't believe that the penny was an old penny and it was so clean. What we have here, we have a 1980. That got some. Oh, that's a 1989. Okay, this coin right here may have an era. Can y'all see that? That look like a little zero. Most people don't know coins like this could be worth big bucks if it's an era. So let's further look into this, because it looked at like a 1980 to me, and apparently it is a 1989. So what's up with that 9? That 9 looks different. Let's check that out. That is a 9. That's a 9. Y'all see it? Got the camera and the magnifying glass up on it. Can y'all see that? It looked at like a 1980, but it's actually a 89. Let's get a little closer. Let's see how close can I get. Because even if there was like a small zero, that would definitely be an issue. But yeah, that's a 9. And the 9 actually looks smaller than the first one. That's the same size. It looked weird. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys have to get a magnifying glass and like go in a little closer, because for your coins that's different and really stand out, you could have another jar like this one. This jar is odd coins and just stuff that shouldn't have been with my pennies, so I actually put those to the side. But we know that this is a 1989. So we'll put that there to the side. Yeah, like this separating thing is like really, really crazy. 2012, 2012, 99, 96, 99, 94. What is this? Ew. Y'all see that? That is a 2006 coin. It looks disgusting. Okay, these are all 1990s. So I'm gonna put those right up there in the 1990 jar. Thank you all for tuning in. Whoever is watching my live, even if you're watching it after it's been broadcast, thank you all for tuning in. Learning these coins with Kalimah and going through the separation process. These are all 2000. I got 2000 and 2000. All the 2000s to 2010 is all together. I got them in there by the 10 years, and then 2011 to the present. So we have 2012, 2016, 2010, and I have those. We're gonna put those in there, and you can see like just the colors. Look how light the newer coins is compared to say the 1960s. You can see the color. Some are light. The newer ones are lighter. There's no telling what they're made with. And a lot of the coins before 1959 is wheat pennies. A lot of people don't know that. You don't have too many 1960s that are wheats. I haven't found any yet. So 2006. This is a 2007. 1995. 1983. And of course we have this. It is stuck. So I'm gonna move that over. And you guys won't believe I have a big thing of pennies. Then I got the box and the bags from the bank. Stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Yep, I found something that doesn't look right. And see, it's like when you into these coins like this, you notice things that stand out. Like already, I just took a handful out and look what I found. Y'all see it? What is that? Right there. Yeah, that's it. This. So y'all know what that is. That is a 1985 Canadian cents. Get into it. Y'all see that? So let's flip this over. Let's get into that right there. Y'all see that? And that just... Things like this will stand out when you into these coins. Like anything that looks unusual when you take out a handful of pennies, like you're gonna know. So, our little Canadian coin's gonna go in here with the rest of the little Canadians. And so, remember before I talked about the colors. So, let's get back into these colors. We have one right here. Look at the color of this penny. Okay, I don't know. Sorry about that. Remember, I was talking about the colors. Okay, so this right here, this stand out. This has to be at least the 1970s or the 19... It could be a 1960. Look at that discoloration. When you look at the different colors, you can see what stand out. I'm pretty sure this is like 1960. So let's give it a look. See, I know my penny colors. That is a 1960. Look at those colors of those coins. I tell you, I tell you. Look at that. That is a 1960, just like I told you. Look at the colors. The ones that's a little darker, you can see they are in the 1960s, the 1970s. Get into it. And we are looking for the pennies with the big bucks. Big money. Okay, so we have that. I called it 1960. Look at that. 1960. Look at that. Get into it. Okay. Now look at this one. This stand out because it's smashed. And that is a 1971. What kind of era is that? Could that possibly be a mint era? Coins that have mint eras are worth money from the door. But the era had to come from the mint during press. If it didn't come from the mint and it was something you caused, they can tell when you send it in to get graded. So, check this out. Okay. I'm going to just put that in the 1970s drawer. So, as you guys already know, I am going to be doing a lot of separation. I'm definitely not going to do all separating on camera because I want to eventually get those videos up where we're going to be coin roll hunting, looking for those pennies before 1959. Definitely. So, I got a lot of pennies to go. Okay. A lot. My dad bought me some pennies. Okay. And it's just pennies, pennies, pennies. A whole thing full of pennies. So, I'll be getting some of this done throughout the week. Hopefully I could get a lot done before episode 3. Thank you all for tuning in to Coin Talk with Kalimah. Don't forget, look at that change that's in your pocket. Okay? Don't just disregard your pennies. Okay? Because there's pennies out here worth some big bucks. So again, thank you all for tuning in to Coin Talk with Kalimah. Please like, share, and comment. And have a good day. See y'all.